put my belts against anybody, and I guarantee you I'll knock everybody out.
What's going on, you guys? So, after David Benavidez's impressive performance against David Lemieux last night, a lot of boxing fans seem to believe that he's the #1 guy at 168 pounds. Fans are looking to seeing who will be next in line or who will he fight next at that weight class. Hit that like button for your boy. Give me the HBO special. That's the Help a Brother Out special. We're on the road to 20,000 subscribers. David Benavidez, after his impressive performance against David Lemieux last night. Now, there's not too much we could take away from that fight. A lot of people already expected David Benny to go up in there and beat David Lemieux. However, David Lemieux put it all on the line, right? He fought with a lot of heart. He wasn't going to give up. His corner had to really stop the fight, and it happened in the third round. For it to be a 3-round fight, it was a lot of action in that fight, right? David Benavidez is quickly becoming a fan favorite in the sport of boxing. But he says this after the fight: I'm waiting for them to send a contract. Them know what's up. I'm here waiting for them. I'm not scared of nobody. Now, one guy I noticed that he hasn't really pressed too much about fighting is David Morrell Jr. Right? David Morrell Jr. has been very vocal in him wanting to face David Benny, right? David Benavidez. Very vocal about it. And he seems to be pressed on facing guys like Canelo Alvarez, of course, Caleb Plant, and Charlo. And it seemed like David Benny been trying to get the fight with these guys for a while. They've been running circles around him. I think at this point he should fight who's willing to fight him. In boxing, that's all you can do. Otherwise, you're going to be, we see it here, right? We've seen it before with certain guys in boxing. Fans like to downplay it, but we see it before. We see it with David Benavidez now. Caleb Plant, Charlo, who's not necessarily at that weight yet, but one may say he could go up to that weight and take that type of fight. And Canelo Alvarez, who's the undisputed champion at 168 pounds. These guys really running circles around David Benavidez. They're not really looking to fight him. They're not really taking his challenges. He's been calling these dudes out for the longest time. But there's one guy that has been calling out that said he really waiting for the smoke. He's looking for the smoke, and he's been watching. And he did watch this fight last night. Was David Morrell Jr. That's a guy that David Benavidez could entertain fighting, right? Get the belt from him. David Morrell Jr. actually has a belt in that weight class. So, yeah, strange enough, right? With only 6 fights, he already has a world title. And he's looking to fight, man. He's looking to fight David Benavidez. He's the 6-0. We already talked about him enough, right? He's looking for the fight. This is probably the least guy that David Benavidez is really looking to fight. However, he could be the guy that can give him the most toughest fight, right? Possibly give him his toughest fight. I don't know. David Benavidez is very impressive, and I think he's going to only get better as time goes, right? He looked really good last night against a gutsy David Lemieux. David Lemieux came to fight. David Lemieux landed some shots. David Benavidez wasn't deterred by him or anything. I mean, he's a machine, man. David Benavidez is a machine. He got really good punch placement, really good punch variety. I mean, shit, check him out. I mean, look at him. Punched him through the ropes with a jab, bro. Boom. I mean, come on. David Benavidez, man, I'm a fan. Okay? I'm a fan. Dude, dope fighter. Exciting style, fan-friendly style. Comes to fight. Carry himself like a fighter. He seemed like he has a champion's mentality. He just got to get that belt again, right? Canelo Alvarez holding all the cards in that weight class. Now we still got to kind of wait and see what Canelo Alvarez gonna do, right? Is he gonna fight Dimitri Bivol, or is he gonna entertain David Benavidez? This is a fight that a lot of the boxing public is looking at. Is the David Benny Canelo Alvarez fight? I think that's a huge fight. David Benavidez could put asses in seats. He has a fan-friendly, action-packed style. I don't know if Canelo Alvarez, see the little step back. I don't know if Canelo Alvarez will fight this dude. And like I said last night in my stream, the post-fight reaction video, I'm not sure if Canelo Alvarez is on a decline or not. He may be on a decline, and then people, he's moving up and down in weight. He was moving up and down in weight, doing all this stuff. So yeah, Canelo Alvarez has been doing quite a bit, changing his body, doing all this stuff. So yeah, man, look at David Benny. Look at that. Overwhelms you. Even if you was able to really get something off, right? And in between him, because that's when a guy is most open, is when he's attacking. But even if you were to get something off, it has to be like something nuclear. You know what I'm saying? It has to be something nuclear and something fast. It's something he really ain't go see. This is his style. This is what he does. He throws these flurries. I mean, look at him. That hand speed is quick. You know what I'm saying? That's some dangerous hand speed for any middleweight to really deal with. You know, and those shots are stinging shots that's rocking your brain, you know, as you get it hit. So it's like, shit, you have to just wing one. But David Lemieux at that point really just, you know, he couldn't do nothing, man. But respect to David Lemieux, man. I always been a fan of David Lemieux. I like David Lemieux. You know, I mean, you know, 43-5 now? 43-5 with 36 knockouts. I mean, that's a pretty good record. You know what I'm saying? But against the top guys, especially top young guy like David Benavidez, I mean, one didn't expect him to really do nothing but put a spirited performance, and he did. People are looking at him as the guy for Canelo Alvarez to fight next. If he's not going to fight Bivol, which people really don't recommend Canelo getting back in there with Bivol, go ahead and fight David Benavidez. But yeah, man, it's going to be interesting to see. David Benavidez, like I said before, is quickly becoming a fan favorite. Box fans are starting to follow his storyline. We want to see who's going to be the guy to step up in line and face him, or will he turn around and face David Morrell Jr.? We're going to find out. Like, subscribe, holla at your boy. Peace out.